Hi friends, today we will discuss a famous play by R.B. Sheridan, Irish writer. His famous play is School for Scandal. It was written in 1777 and the location of the play is London. Let we see about the author. Uh, Sheridan was born in Dublin in 1751. Richard Brinsley Sheridan was an Irish playwright and poet known for writing and satire and comedy of manners. Richard learned early that was livelihood. The theatre was both precarious and ungentlemanly. He was sent to horror school where he was unhappy and regarded as a downs. In Bath, however, where he joined his family in 1770, he was at once at home. His kit, written for the local paper on the opening of the new assembly rooms, was considered good enough to be published as a separate pamphlet. He fell in love with Eliza Linley, a beautiful and accomplished young singer, with whom he eloped to France and entered into an invalid form of marriage contract. Let me see about the some notable works of R.B. Sheridan. The Rivals in 1773, St. Patrick's Day 1773, A Trip to Scarborough 1777, The School for Scandal 1777, and the last is The Critic 1779. Let we see some achievements of Sheridan. Sheridan was the only important English dramatist of the 18th century. His play, especially The Rivals and The School for Scandal, are generally regarded as important links between the masterpiece of Shakespeare and those of Bernard Shaw, and a true classic in English comedy. There are some major characters I have mentioned here in the play. The first character is Joseph Surface. Joseph Surface. He is the brother of Charles Surface. He is cunning and ambitious. He wants to marry Maria because of her money, and he plots with Lady Sneerwell to make this happen. He is promiscuous and propositions Lady Teaswell to have an affair. He loves money and he refuses to help his poor relative Stanley, telling him that he was no money enough, though this is not true. Second major character is Charles Surface. He is one of the Sir Oliver's nephew, madly in love with Maria. He is a young man who likes to spend money. He has a kind heart and is open about his flaws. He is grateful for the help his uncle provided and refuses to sell his portrait out of the respect even when premium offers to pay a fortune for it. Because of this, Charles is considered to be the worthy nephew. And the next character is Sir Oliver Surface. Sir Oliver Surface is a Charles and Joseph's rich uncle who has been in the East Indies for a long time. He spent his nephew's money while he was away. Once he returned, he wants to find out more about their true character in order to determine who is worthy to get his inheritance. To do this, he assumes the identities of Mr. Premium and Stanley to test them. He is kind and vigilant, not believing everything he hears about Charles and Joseph. Let me see the plot of the play. The School for Scandal was written by R.B. Sheridan. The play opens at Lady Sneerwell. Lady Sneerwell's the gossip mongers are laughing at their acquaintances' appearance and misfortunes. Maria and Sir Peter find this gossip appealing, while Lady Teasel joins in with the others in making jokes at others' expense. Away from others, Joseph tries to convince Maria to consider him as a potential husband, but she refuses. Although she says she knows from all she has heard that Charles is not fit to marry her, she will not consider marrying his brother. Lady Teasel, who has been considering taking Joseph as a lover, enters the room to find Joseph on his knees in front of Maria. He makes an excuse and, after Lady Teasel sends Maria from the room, begins to try to seduce Lady Teasel, but she is not sure whether to trust his explanation of what she saw. Rowley brings Sir Oliver to see Sir Peter's house. They rejoice at beginning and reunited. And Sir Peter gives Sir Oliver his impressions of the Joseph and Charles. Sir Oliver thinks that the description of Joseph that Sir Peter gives is too good to be true. Next, Sir Oliver hatches a plot to test the nephew's characters and choose and hire. When Sir Oliver left the country, Charles and Joseph were too young to now remember what he looks like, and Sir Oliver plans to use this fact to test them. He plans to go to Charles' discussed a money lender named Mr. Premium to see how extravagant Charles really is to test it. Joseph's alleged morality, he plans to visit the older nephew in the guise of a poor relative who needs charity named Mr. Stanley. First, Rowley introduced Sir Oliver to Moses, a Jewish moneylender, who will accompany him to see Charles, and the two men leave to call on Charles, left alone. Sir Peter immediately gets into an argument with Maria, who says she will not obey his command to marry Joseph. Maria runs from the room and Lady Teazle enters. Sir Peter proposes that they should be stopped their quarreling and his wife agrees. But when he tells her that she was always the one to start their fights in the past, they begin to fight again. Sir Peter accuses Lady Teazle of having an affair with Charles Surface, a rumor that Snake and Lady Sneerwell have been spreading. She indignantly denies this and leaves. Sir Peter is infuriated, especially because Lady Teazle never loses her temper when they fight. Sir Oliver, pretending to Mr. Premium, Sir Oliver, pretending to Mr. Premium, arrives the Moses at Charles' house, where Charles is drinking and playing cards with friends. Charles appeals to Mr. Premium for money, explaining that although he has sold off all his property, he expects to be the heir of the fabulously wealthy Sir Oliver. Charles suggests that Mr. Premium can collect the debt when Sir Oliver dies. Mr. Premium presses Charles from other collateral, and Charles suggests that he can sell him the family portrait. Inwardly, Sir Oliver is shocked at the disrespect this shows to family tradition, but he bids for the portraits in an auction as the auction near its end. Sir Oliver asks if Charles will sell him a specific portrait. Charles refuses, saying that it is a portrait of his generous benefactor Sir Oliver. Touched, Sir Oliver inwardly forgives Charles for being so extravagant. In the next scene, Lady Teazle arrives, late for a date with Joseph at his house. She complains about her fights with Sir Peter, but is still unsure whether she wants to commit an adultery with Joseph. Sir Peter arrives and, terrified of being discovered, Lady Teazle hides behind a screen in Joseph's room as Sir Peter makes his way up the stairs. Sir Peter confides in Joseph that he is worried his wife is having an affair with Charles, but that he plans to soon give her a financial independence from him, which he hopes will ease their fights. Sir Peter begins to talk to Joseph about his desire to marry Maria, but Joseph tries to stop him, not wanting Lady Teazle to learn that he is coveting Maria too. At the moment, Charles arrives. Sir Peter says he will eavesdrop on the brothers to discover the truth about Charles and his wife. Sir Peter tries to hide behind the screen, but Joseph stops him, explaining that he already has a lover hiding there. Sir Peter hides in a closet instead. Charles entered and Joseph asked him about Lady Teazle. Charles denies any involvement with the Lady Teazle and begins to say he believed Joseph and Lady Teazle were once having the affair. Joseph stopped Charles by telling him Sir Peter is listening. Sir Peter comes out and tells Charles he is very relieved. Joseph leaves from the room for a moment, and Sir Peter tells Charles that his brother has an woman hidden in the room. Joseph returns to the room. The screen is pulled down and reveals Lady Teazle, although Joseph tries to explain Lady Teazle's presence there. Lady Teasel tells her husband the truth. She was considering having an affair with Joseph, who she now understands is a liar and hypocrite. She says that even if she had not been discovered, she would have changed her treatment of Sir Peter after hearing how kindly he spoke about her. Soon after the Teasels leave, Joseph is visited by Sir Oliver, who pretends to be a poor relative named Mr. Stanley. Joseph Joseph visited by Sir Oliver, who pretends to be a poor relative named Mr. Stanley. Joseph speaks politely and eloquently about charity, but he tells Mr. Stanley that he has no money to give and that rumors that his uncle sends him large sum of money are false. Under his breath, Sir Oliver says that Charles will be his heir. After Sir Oliver leaves, Rowley arrives to tell Joseph that his uncle has returned from the Indies and that he will bring him to Joseph's house. Soon to him, Joseph curses the bad timing of his uncle's arrival. At Sir Peter's house, the gossip mongers have gathered to try to find out what really happened between the Teasels. The servant refuses them entry, so they stand in an anteroom arguing about what the real story is. Some believe that Sir Peter caught the Lady Teasel with Charles, while others allege that it was Joseph. They also report that Sir Peter was wounded in a duel fought with a wife stealing surface brother, but there is no consensus about whether swords or pistol be used in the fight. Sir Peter then walks in the unharmed and shouts for the ridiculous gossips to leave his house. Rowley and Sir Oliver arrive to tell Sir Peter to come to Joseph's house for a meeting between the surface brothers and Sir Oliver. Rowley pleads Lady Teasel's case, saying that he spoke to her and she feels terrible for the pain and embarrassment she caused to him. Upon Rowley's urging, Sir Peter decided to reconcile with Lady Teasel. At Joseph's house, Lady Sneerville complains that Joseph ruined her chance to disturb Charles and Maria's engagement by getting caught pursuing Lady Teasel. Joseph tells Lady Sneerville she may still have a chance with Charles because Snake has forged letters that suggest Charles has pledged to marry Lady Sneerville, which should also ruin Charles' chance with Maria. Sir Oliver and Charles arrive, and Lady Sneerville hides in the next room. The brother wish to make a good impression on Sir Oliver and try to force the man they believe to Mr. Premium or Mr. Stanley from the room, fearing what he will say to their uncle about their behavior. Sir Peter Teasel, Rowley, and Maria arrive, and the Teasel reveal the surface brother that the man they are throwing out of the house is their uncle Oliver. Joseph tries to make excuse for the behavior, but Charles only apologizes for having disrespected the family by selling the portraits. Sir Oliver tells Charles he forgives him everything and Joseph that he sees through his hypocrisy. Lady Teasel suggests that Charles may also be interested in gaining Maria's forgiveness, but Maria says that she knows he is already engaged to another. Charles is dumbfounded. Lady Sneerville emerges from hiding to claim that Charles is engaged to her, but Rowley summons Snakes, who reveals that he was paid in forgery letter for Lady Sneerville, but paid double to reveal the truth to Rowley. Lady Sneerville storms from the room in the frustration, and Joseph follows. The play ends with an engagement between Maria and Charles, who will be his uncle's sole heir. Thus, the play ends